The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Williams to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. To the air right away, Mariota. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football inside the 20. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First and 10, it's Patterson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, win that battle just about every time.
They'll run with Patterson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second down and goal. Mariota. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Third and goal. Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after one. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during the run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. Down to the 22-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Mariota got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 3 yards remain for second down. From the gun, Mariota. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mariota again. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Cool, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go play action. Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Cordell Patterson Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Patterson, 66 yards. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. One pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On play action, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we're in, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself. Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins out to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're certainly trying to make a play happen and come back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Williams to return. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A first down throw for Mariota. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Mariota. Throw left side. There's London. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Here's Mariota. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. On fourth down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Rolling to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for Philly.
Just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they sort of thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations. He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. They'll give it to Patterson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Mariota. Got his man. It's London. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A right side run with Patterson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, Patterson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mariota. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He's got Smith here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Up the middle, it's Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't scored a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here is Mariota and the Falcons. Down 28-24. 30 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Able to find Patterson. Shifts by him. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To throw, Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One last shot now for Mariota. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles.